3, 2, 1. Three, two, one.
Please rise for national anthem. Please rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a moment of pride and immense joy for all of us at KIMSHEALTH Cancer Center. As we gather here to celebrate a significant milestone, the inauguration of TrueBeam STX 3.0 linear accelerator.
Today, we take yet another step forward in our commitment to providing cutting-edge, world-class radiation therapy. To begin this memorable occasion, let's welcome our Honorable Governor, Shri Arif Mohammed Khan, esteemed dignitaries, invitees, and all our well-wishers.
I now invite Ms. Rashmi Aisha, CEO KIMSHEALTH Cancer Center, to deliver welcome address. With a passion for excellence and commitment to the welfare of patients, Ms. Reshmi Aisha has driven numerous initiatives that have significantly enhanced the quality of care, make it accessible, affordable, as well as patient-centric. Ms. Reshmi Aisha, please.
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Honorable Governor Shri Arif Mohammed Khan, Dr. Sanjay Behari, Director Sri Chitra Institute, Dr. M.I. Sadullah, our most beloved Chairman and Managing Director of KIMSHEALTH, Shri Ganesh Mani, Senior Managing Director Blackstone, our equity partner, respected dignitaries, Shri Varun Khanna, MD Quality Care India Limited, our Hon'ble organization, senior doctors, senior colleagues, respected dignitaries who have come from across the place, taking our invitation, friends who have accepted our invitation and joined us today, and all our colleagues, a warm good morning to one and all. It is indeed a great honor to welcome all of you today as we inaugurate the latest radiotherapy machine, which is the TrueBeam STX 3.0, amongst the august audience here. As the administrative head of the Cancer Center, it has always been an exciting journey as we move each step forward and bring the latest available treatment modalities from across the world to our state and country. Our honorable governor has been with us in this journey, and he has been a source of encouragement in every milestone in patient care. His encouragement has strengthened our commitment to bring the best technologies and services in the world to our state. On behalf of all of us present here, we welcome you, sir, Honorable Governor, to this function. Thank you for your presence and your kindness in inaugurating the facility. We are extremely proud to welcome Dr. Sanjay Behari, renowned neurosurgeon and director of Sri Chitra Medical Center, Trivandrum. SCT has always played a pivotal role in developing medical devices and technology, significantly improving healthcare accessibility and affordability in India and other countries. The center receives a number of patents for the collaborative development of devices from many leading institutions. Dr. Sanjay himself is the gemstone of Sri Chitra, spearheading the myriads of research, focusing on various aspects of science and connecting it to the lives of common men. He was the professor at the Sanjay Gandhi Postgraduate Institute of Medical Sciences, and he's also the president of Medical Assessment and Rating Board in the National Medical Commission. Not now. These are just a few of the details of this wonderful human. He's actually a quiet worker and a strong leader, and as you will come to experience shortly when he speaks, conversations from him are not just laden with knowledge, but beyond that, it is actually just pure joy to interact with a very pleasant, happy, and down-to-earth person. We formally welcome you, sir, to today's function and look forward to collaborating with your wonderful institution in the future, too. From a humble beginning in 2010, we have now become one of the nation's top comprehensive cancer centers. The journey cannot be said as anything but exciting as we progress to autologous and allogenic transplants for blood malignancies, starting the oncogenetics department, having precision therapies, including immunotherapy and targeted therapies. We perform HIPEC and PIPEC, which are rare in India, as you know, and we provide TARE and TASE and VADS, and we fly in lutetium and other radioactive materials from across the world for our patients. And when our patients complete their treatment and return to their lives completely disease-free, the joy that we feel as a team is absolutely amazing. The smile of our young pediatric patients when they return back to school and grow up to be doctors and artists, it makes our efforts worthwhile. None of this would have been possible alone, and without the great leadership of our visionary chairman, we would not have dared to dream this big. With heartfelt reverence, I welcome our chairman and managing director, Dr. M.I. Sadullah, to this function. I would also like to congratulate him on the most prestigious 2024 International PACES Champions Award by the Royal College of Physicians of UK. Welcome, sir. Becoming the senior managing director of one of the world's largest and strongest companies is no small feat. Economic Times has recognized this young enterprising gentleman as ET under 40, which is a very selected group of business enterprises, entrepreneurs, business leaders who are shaping our nation and the world. Shri Ganeshmani has become an integral part of our KIMSHEALTH family now, and with a keen sense of logic and business acumen, not to mention a great sense of ethics and compassion. He is the perfect partner we could have hoped for and is now at the helm of our leadership. With utmost respect, we welcome you, Shri Ganeshmani. I also formally invite Shri Varun Khanna, our MD for QCIL, and all our senior colleagues, Vijay Raghavan sir, TP sir, and all our colleagues, clinical and non-clinical directors and media, and each one of you who have come together here today, having graciously accepted our invitation. We have always been at the forefront of providing exceptional cancer care. And today, as we launch the TrueBeam STX 3.0 linear accelerator, we are proud to unveil a new campaign, KIMSHEALTH Cancer Center, Arbudhathinte Adyavaka. To translate, it means the first word in cancer care. This reflects our unwavering commitment to being the first choice for patients and families seeking world-class cancer care. It signifies our leadership in adopting cutting-edge technologies, our dedication to ensuring that the first thought of hope begins here, and a promise to walk with our patients through their steps towards healing and recovery. With this TrueBeam STX 3.0, we reinforce our position as pioneers in advanced radiotherapy, delivering precision, speed, and care like never before. This teamwork of ours is not just about innovation, it is about putting the patient first, always. Taking you through a short video.
ഒരു സാറ്റലൈറ്റ് സമയത്തിന്റെയും സ്ഥലത്തിന്റെയും കൃത്യമായ കണക്കുകളിലൂന്നി ഭ്രമണപഥത്തിലേറുന്ന നിമിഷം. കൃത്യതയുടെ വിജയം. ഒരു ചിലന്തി തന്റെ പ്രതിഭയാലും പരിശ്രമത്താലും സങ്കീർണമായ വല നെയ്തെടുക്കുന്ന നിമിഷം. കൃത്യതയുടെ വിസ്മയം. ഒരു വാച്ച് മേക്കർ സൂക്ഷ്മതയോടെ പൽചക്രങ്ങളെ കൂട്ടിയിണക്കി കാലചക്രത്തെ ചലിപ്പിക്കുന്ന നിമിഷം. കൃത്യതയുടെ കല. കൃത്യത അഥവാ പ്രെസിഷൻ ചലനാത്മക പ്രപഞ്ചത്തിന്റെ അടിസ്ഥാനം. ജീവന്റെയും ജീവിതത്തിന്റെയും കൃത്യതയിലൂന്നിയാണ് നമ്മുടെ ശരീരവും ആരോഗ്യത്തോടെ നിലനിൽക്കുന്നത്. ഓരോ ഹൃദയമിടിപ്പും, ഓരോ ശ്വാസവും, ഓരോ പുഞ്ചിരിയും, അത് പരത്തുന്ന സ്നേഹവും സന്തോഷങ്ങളും കുടുംബവും ബന്ധങ്ങളുമെല്ലാം ക്ഷണിക്കാതെ കടന്നുവരുന്ന ഒരു വെല്ലുവിളിയാണ് ക്യാൻസർ. വിജയിച്ചു മുന്നേറേണ്ട യുദ്ധം. കൃത്യതയിലൂന്നിയ പൊരുതുവാനുള്ള നമ്മുടെ ആയുധം. അതിനൂതന സാങ്കേതിക വിദ്യകൾ അടിത്തറയും. TrueBeam STX 3.0 ക്യാൻസർ ചികിത്സാ സാങ്കേതിക വിദ്യയുടെ പുതിയ തലമുറ ദക്ഷിണ കേരളത്തിൽ ആദ്യമായി കിംസ് ഹെൽത്ത് ക്യാൻസർ സെന്ററിൽ. ആധുനിക ശാസ്ത്രത്തിന്റെ ശക്തിയാണ് ആശ്വാസവും പുനരുജ്ജീവനവും നൽകുന്ന പ്രഭാവശാലിമാർ. റേഡിയേഷൻ ചികിത്സയിൽ സമാനതകളില്ലാത്ത കൃത്യത നൽകുന്ന, പാർശ്വഫലങ്ങളെ പരിമിതപ്പെടുത്തുന്ന TrueBeam STX 3.0 ക്യാൻസർ കോശങ്ങളെ ഏറ്റവും കൃത്യമായി തിരിച്ചറിയുന്നതിൽ നിന്ന് ആരംഭിക്കുന്നു. തുടർന്ന് ഓരോ ചികിത്സയും പരമാവധി ഫലപ്രാപ്തി ഉറപ്പാക്കാൻ ആവശ്യമായ കൃത്യമായ മാർഗരേഖകൾ സ്വീകരിക്കുന്നു. മില്ലിമീറ്റർ കൃത്യതയിൽ ചികിത്സ നൽകുന്ന TrueBeam STX 3.0 രോഗബാധിത ഭാഗങ്ങളെ മാത്രമേ ലക്ഷ്യമിടുന്നുള്ളൂ. ആരോഗ്യകരമായ കോശങ്ങളെ സംരക്ഷിക്കുകയും മെച്ചപ്പെട്ട പുനരധിവാസത്തിന് വഴിയൊരുക്കുകയും ചെയ്യുന്നു. കൃത്യതയോടെ പ്രതീക്ഷയെ ജീവിതമാക്കി മാറ്റുന്ന TrueBeam STX 3.0 ഇപ്പോൾ കിംസ് ഹെൽത്ത് ക്യാൻസർ സെന്ററിൽ. ഇവിടെ കൃത്യത ചികിത്സയിലും സാങ്കേതിക വിദ്യയിലും മാത്രമല്ല, ഓരോ തീരുമാനത്തിലും എല്ലാ പ്രവർത്തനങ്ങളിലും, ഓരോ ബന്ധത്തിലും, ആശയവിനിമയത്തിലും നിറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നു. കാരണം ഞങ്ങൾക്കറിയാം ഓരോ രോഗിക്കും ഓരോ നിമിഷവും എത്ര പ്രാധാന്യമുള്ളതാണെന്ന്. കിംസ് ഹെൽത്ത് ക്യാൻസർ സെന്റർ, അർബുദത്തിന്റെ ആദ്യ വാക്ക്.
താങ്ക് യു.
Thank you for watching. I now invite Shri Ganesh Mani, Senior Managing Director, Blackstone, our equity partner, to deliver a special message. With a keen interest in pharma, healthcare, and finances, Shri Ganesh Mani has been in the board of several renowned companies. Shri Ganesh Mani, please.
Good morning and thank you everyone, respected dignitaries on the dais and everyone. Today is a really momentous day with the launch of the TrueBeam STX 3.0 linear accelerator. And coming in as Blackstone, we are, to give you context, we are investors in KIMSHEALTH and investors in Quality Care, which together is a top 5 hospital chain in India. So that's the strength and scale of our network that we have established. And who exactly is Blackstone? Why are we here? We are the world's largest alternate asset management firm with over $1 trillion of AUM, which in India makes us actually the largest foreign investor. We have over $55 billion of AUM, puts us amongst the top 10 business houses in India. So we're very large in India and also very profitable. We have generated the highest returns of any country in the world in India. And the reason for our success, why are we large and profitable, is because we see ourselves always as business builders. You cannot just buy and sell, but you have to build, invest, grow, and transform the business. And you have to do that in very deep alignment with our partners, employees, the communities we work in. And this is a classic example of today, the TrueBeam linear accelerator, the best-in-class technology that we are putting in. We are investing in that. We are doing that to enhance the lives of the communities we serve, and that's a classic example of that. And we are also big investors in Kerala. Of course, we invested in KIMSHEALTH. We are also investors in other companies like IBS Software, and we continue to evaluate many other businesses. So coming to why we came into KIMSHEALTH and Quality Care, our vision was to create a top 3 hospital chain in the country with a focus on clinical excellence, patient experience, medical ethics, and transform the healthcare landscape in the country. There's a huge gap in quality care in India. The demand and supply are completely mismatched. And this is our effort to try and fix that. So we invested in KIMSHEALTH, a leader in South India. We are backing Dr. Saidullah, his vision to transform here. We invested in care hospitals, and together we created Quality Care, which, as I mentioned, is a top 5 chain in the country already. And we brought in industry veterans like Varun Khanna, who's the Group MD of Quality Care, and we're transforming the entire network as we speak. So today we already have more than 5,000 beds, 8 states, 13 cities, 25 facilities. So it's a sizable mark on India's healthcare landscape. So coming to today with the launch of the TrueBeam STX 3.0 linear accelerator, it's a best-in-class technology. We are proud to be investors here in the company, in the new technologies that we bring in. Our focus will continue to be invest in technology, invest in talent, invest in infrastructure, and transform healthcare, touch more lives, and do it in an ethical manner. Focus on medical ethics, focus on clinical excellence, focus on guest experience, as Dr. Saidullah would call it, not patient experience. And as we go forward, we see huge potential to continue to invest, and we plan to continue to do that, to be a long-term investor in the business. And we wish all of you good luck. I think you all should be proud of the day today. This is only the second linear accelerator of its kind in all of India. So it's a really big day for all of us. And it will continue to transform the lives of affected people. Especially oncology, the treatment rates are minimal in India. It's a huge gap compared to developed countries and even many other emerging economies. So this is a step in the right direction to touch more lives and and hopefully make them all better. So again, thank you everyone. Thank you, respected Governor, for making your time here, and to all the dignitaries and all of you. And congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Shri Ganesh Mani, for your kind words. I invite Dr. Sanjay Behari, the director of Sri Chitra Tirunal Institute for Medical Science and Technology, a visionary in healthcare innovation and a renowned neurosurgeon, to deliver a special message.
Good morning. His Excellency, Honorable Governor of Kerala, Shri Arif Mohammed Khan Sahab, Managing Director, KIMS Healthcare, Dr. Sahadullah, Managing Director, Blackstone, Shri Ganesh Mani, Distinguished Radiation Oncologist, Dr. Jai Prakash Madavan, Director, Clinical Services, KIMS, Dr. Rajan, Ms. Rashmi Aisha, CEO, KCC, CSR, and ESG, esteemed members of the audience, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor and privilege for me to be a part of this inauguration ceremony. I represent my parent organization, the Sri Chitra Tirunal Institute for Medical Sciences and Technology. I congratulate KIMS Hospital for this value-added service to patient care. While the actual machine represents the heart performing the task, the treatment planning center represents the brain controlling its activity. I'm privileged to be a part of the field of radiation oncology. Radiotherapy is required for more than 50% of cancer patients and has significantly increased the survival rate as well as the quality of life in cancer patients. Even some deep-seated, non-cancerous tumors may be treated with radiation therapy. The linear accelerator, we talk about LINAC, linear accelerator, what exactly is it? As a doctor, let me explain a little. So the linear accelerator accelerates electrons in a part of the accelerator and allows these electrons to collide with a heavy metal target. And this produces high energy X-rays. These X-rays in turn have a dramatic effect on rapidly multiplying cells, especially cancer cells. So this linear accelerator can target and destroy cancerous cells in a precise area in a patient's body with minimal exposure to the surrounding health tissue. That is its beauty. What are the techniques of this linear acceleration? And I think all of you should know this. One is this conventional radiotherapy, where for customized delivery of radiation therapy, you program a linear accelerator prior to each session to deliver a high energy X-ray that conforms to a specific size, shape, and location of a tumor. But as you can imagine, there is a little diffusion of radiation, so it can go to a little bit of surrounding areas. But in linear accelerator can target and destroy cancerous cell in a precise area with minimal exposure to the surrounding health tissue. You have to fractionate radiotherapy so that another generation of cells can also be killed while minimizing the radiation dose. So this is a conventional radiation therapy, and that is the principle of a conventional radiotherapy. Now, linear accelerator also provides for intensity modulated radiotherapy, which means that the computer-controlled device delivers radiation beams of various strengths to a tumor. Say, for example, if you have a tumor which is close to the eyes, the nerves which are surrounding the eyes, so you can give less intensity in that area and more intensity in the surrounding area. So that way you can modulate the intensity of radiotherapy, and this is a very important aspect. The third is volumetric modulated arc therapy, where you can calculate the volume of the tumor and make sure that your radiation dose is absolutely appropriate to the actual volume. And then as the entire arc rotates, you can divide it into various segments so that no area of the normal brain actually receives a high dose of radiation therapy, and all of them are focused on the volume of the tumor. So this is another way you can give radiation therapy. Then another very interesting way of giving radiotherapy is stereotactic radiosurgery. What is that stereotactic radiosurgery? Especially in the brain, this is very useful for tumors which are less than 3 centimeters in size. And here what you do is, you give a very high dose of tumors through multiple small openings, lead openings. you give a skull cap, which is made of lead. There are multiple collimators or windows in it, and all of them focus on a point. So that point receives a high dose of radiation therapy. Normal brain radiation would be about 5,000 rads. But here you are giving 3-4 times that amount. So it's one single or maybe two sessions given in a single setting or in 2 or 3 settings, and that's it. And then radiation takes its effect. So this is known as stereotactic radiosurgery. Image-guided radiation therapy means the MRI signals, which are completely giving you the exact point where the various tumors are. At that particular point, you are giving radiation therapy using those MR signals and CT signals. And 3-dimensional conformation radiotherapy means that you are actually reconstructing in 3 dimensions the entire area of the body and the tumor, and then planning your radiotherapy according to this. So with this linear accelerator, you can actually divide it into these several segments and give radiation therapy to all of them. What are its clinical implications? In very short, I'll give you the clinical implications. Head and neck surgery, for example, and head and neck tumors, there are 2 ways you can give radiation therapy. One is you can actually use MR signals, and you can use this machine to identify the nerves, you can identify the muscles, you can identify the bones, you can identify various segments. And you can give radiation therapy based on avoiding those particular areas. Another very important thing is neoadjuvant radiotherapy, where first you give radiotherapy, shrink the tumor, and then you give surgery, and then you do surgery for it. So these are the different ways. In chest, the problem is there is continuous respiration taking place. So you have to give radiation therapy in such a way that you can actually plan the dose in such a way that with those respiratory movements, your radiation target does not change. So this is a very special way. The same thing happens in the abdominal cavity, where with each respiration, the diaphragm goes up and down, and the abdominal cavity goes up and down. And you have to give a deep-seated radiation therapy, taking all these into account. Another very important thing in the gastrointestinal system is that from the oral cavity, right up to the entire luminal system, the gut and everything, it is made of rapidly multiplying cells. So you have to make sure that when you are giving radiation therapy to a tumor which is situated in the abdominal cavity, this part of rapidly multiplying cells, which are also equally susceptible to radiotherapy, actually don't get irradiated. So this is a very important component of planning your radiation therapy. In genitourinary system, in the bladder, you have the same wall, which actually causes the bladder cells to be attacked by radiation therapy. So you have to avoid that. But in cervical cancers now, surgery is almost not done. You actually give radiation therapy. Even for uterine cancers, for metastatic cancers, radiation therapy is a very important thing because you can go deep-seated and give radiotherapy. Now I come to my favorite organ, which is the brain. Now in brain, it is very important for radiation therapy is very important. First of all, the most malignant tumors of the brain are glioblastomas. And malignant gliomas are very important tumors. What happens with these tumors are that they infiltrate into normal brain. And these this area of the normal brain may be an eloquent part of the brain, which means the speech, the hand, the eyes, the ears, the sound, everything can be controlled by these important areas. Now what happens is, what you can do is, doing surgery, you can leave a little bit of tumor, and then the radiation therapy takes over and takes care of rest of the tumor. So you do not cause any deficits, neurological deficits to the patient. The second very important way is that if it's a very deep-seated tumor, which is not accessible using surgery, then using stereotactic radiosurgery, you can align all the collimators to actually focus on a deep-seated part of the brain, which is less than 3 centimeters in size, and give the entire radiation therapy using planning, just one sitting, and that takes care of that particular tumor which is situated deep-seated. It could be a residual tumor, it could be a tumor which has multiple areas, or it could be after surgery, you can give radiation therapy. So what is the future of this machine and for science and for everything? One is that you can actually use imaging sciences to actually analyze biomarkers. For example, you can do MR spectroscopy. And based on that, you know that this part of the tumor is more malignant than the other part. So this part is more aggressive, that part is not aggressive. So based on that, you can actually modulate your radiotherapy looking at the biomarkers which the tumor represents. The edge of the target definition is another very important part, because right now it's like a ray of X-rays. So it kind of diffuses, like light, it diffuses. But what we need to do is to develop techniques to make sure that it focuses on the point that you want it to focus on. The third very important point is we can combine various modalities of imaging. For example, there is a system known as positron emission tomography, where function of the body part comes. So you can overlap the function of the body part with the anatomy of the body part and make sure that you know what functional part is involved, how you can treat it. So you can actually combine images to give you planning. The fourth, of course, is artificial intelligence. Gradually, what will happen is human beings will have a supervisory role, and most of the planning and self-learning will be done by the machine using CT and MRI images. And finally, one important thing is artificial intelligence will do is to draw these regions of interest. They can automatically do it. So you know, if you just make a plan of the tumor, then this artificial intelligence will actually tell you this is where the important nerve is, this is where the important vessel is, this is where important things are. And finally is the point in research, which is an excellent control of the side effects, because any radiation therapy will also have side effects like any other treatment modality. And therefore, what you have to do is to have research on how we can actually control side effects. So I'm sure that this equipment will go a long way in enhancing the health status of our city and provide an enhanced quality of life as well as longevity of these patients. I wish this endeavor a huge success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Sanjay Behari, for your inspiring words and invaluable insights. We're truly grateful for your presence and wisdom you have shared with us today. We sincerely hope more effective clinical and research collaboration with Sri Chitra. Thank you.
To deliver the presidential address, I now invite Dr. M.I. Sahadullah, Chairman and Managing Director, KIMSHEALTH, whose leadership has been the cornerstone of our success.
Very good morning. Good morning to everyone. Honorable Governor. Sir, there is a lot of time. Okay, thank you, sir. Honorable Governor of Kerala, Shri Arif Mohammed, and the distinguished guests on the dais, Mr. Ganeshpani, Dr. Sanjay Behari, and Chair, the CEO of KIMS, and all a lot of invited people are there off the dais. I'd like to mention some of it. Our Prakash Madavan, who is getting an honor today, and with the 40 years of experience in radiation oncology. And in fact, is the first one who joined us in the cancer center here. And so we will shortly honor him. I want to recognize Mr. Varun Khanna, who is QCIL group leader, and UN and US Ambassador, Dr. Zoram, and all the other close consultants, faculty members, Naveen Jain there, and Dr. And so it's a momentous occasion, and I'm very happy to be, here addressing you. Now, I think Dr. Sanjay spoke about all the science and physics about it. I have nothing much left to talk, sir. Okay. No, but I will find out Sunday. But let me talk about
One more lecture and you will become entitled for a medical degree.
Quite true. So, Ganeshpani is, I thought he was a very low-profile man, and usually, doesn't talk much and everything. But today he talked about the investments of Blackstone in India, and so it was very impressive, and we are very proud to be part of it. And so the most important is the commitment to the people and to the ethical aspects is the one which I always adhere to. And Ganesh Puneet, thank you. Thank you for coming and gracing this occasion. And this, is an outstanding expert in equity as well as especially in healthcare and pharma. Sanjay Behari, you saw the passion, but let me say a few things about it. Sri Chitra Center is a unique institute blending the practice of medicine and research and technology. They have about, I was told, about 20 or 24 patents by this time, and it has already all been started. The legacy had been started by Professor Valyathan, and most of you will know he was a legend by himself in this area. And I was told by Sanjay that this was after AIMS and after PGI Chandigarh, Trivandrum Sijitra Center was the third one. And it, yeah. Sorry, I forgot to recognize Mr. Vijay Rakhavan, my dear friend. When we are very close sometime, don't mention. And, there are many people, my friend from Muscat, Mr. Hakim. So anyway, going to the, Srijitra Center, it has, some of it, because Srijitra Center is a premier institution, and they have contributed not only the research and this one, the number of personnel working in neurology and cardiology in India, and the contribution they have done, even in this hospital, so many, the faculty working here are from Srijitra trained. So this is an amazing institute, very walking distance from our hospital. Recently, they have several, to their credit in the patent, Chitra blood bank bag, and LVAD, left ventricular assisted device, fibrin glue for clotting mechanisms, 3D printer in skin, and even a bioprinter in liver being developed, islet transplant for beta cell islet transplant for diabetic cure. So I think on and on, I think he didn't mention anything about it, but that's a great thing. I would like to say a few words about our Honorable Governor too, with his permission. I think it's the second time he's gracing the occasion in this hospital, unless he has come for some private purposes. He's a unique blend of Sanskrit and Urdu also, and so he is very eloquent and is familiar with, but I haven't seen so popular governor and always with the people, and I really want to thank him for gracing this occasion. Now, let me talk about a little bit about the mission. I have nothing left to talk about the mission because there are a lot of science in it and a few things only to talk about. But let me say that how I started, we started, with all the directors, we started the cancer center. I was reluctant even after a few years of starting our multi-specialty hospital. I was so reluctant to really go for cancer because such a premier institution, regional cancer center, right beside the Srijitra Center, and why are we starting this? And this was always my thought process. In fact, Dr. Rajan, he was the director of Cancer Center at that time, Regional Cancer Center. He came to me 2 times and said that, Dr. Sadala, please start, oncology here. He could not convince me. And so finally, he got, disappointed and he left to Muscat. And he worked in the Cancer Center in Muscat for some time. But there was another close friend of mine. He's a very well-known radiation oncologist, and Dr. Nisar Said. Actually, he's from Hyderabad, and is the chief of Memorial Cancer Center in Los Angeles, and he's very famous in the U.S. itself. And so he came to me and saw me, and he was really, his passion for cancer treatment, cancer care, really surprised me. And so he convinced me to start. So at that time, this hospital actually already built, and to make a bunker under this is, I could not even imagine the engineering difficulties. But he said there is a micro drilling mechanism or something. And he brought some people from Bombay and all that. And that is how, in the existing building, they put much more micro drilling and also the support system. And that's how the bunkers were made. And we made 2 bunkers. And one bunker was empty for until recently. And I'm glad to see that today it is occupied by an a very, very advanced mission. So the most today we have the cancer center with the 2 LINAC, that itself, and one of them we were talking about. And everything is about precision today, So precision medicine, precision radiology, and precision surgery. And so everything is precision medicine. And we have a precision clinic also in oncology. And this add to that. What is precision? It was very well described by Dr. Sanjay. We are hitting at the tissue. And in the medically, we genomically direct the precision medicine. And so we have got an excellent genetic department, and we want to develop that bit a little further, and that is how we can take it forward. We have 5 hematologists on board, and we have one of the biggest hematology department now. And we have started, we have bone marrow transplant up to the allogenic transplant. And recently, we have even acquired one of the latest mission for, apheresis. And in fact, Mr. Varinkarna and we were debating what is the best mission. And finally, we got the best mission. And we got it in 24 hours time because the hematologist was very, very keen to have it on board before he admitted the first patient. And he admitted the first patient. So I think our mission has got, as it's been described, the precise radio surgery. And then AI enablement was talked about. But I would like to say that, in spite of all these, and, we talk about now full of the hospital healthcare is technology. And everything is there. AI is there, IoT is there, 3D printing is there, and then hospital information system, all these machines. So if we think that it is another, technology company, and to that extent. But I want to assure you, that's where my role is coming from. I want to assure you that the human touch cannot be lost for any care, not only cancer care, for any care. And that is where we assure you people that, and I reiterate that the healing touch will be never forgotten by our institutions let it be KHML, QCIL care, or, and it's supported by Blackstone. I want to also thank Dr. Rashmi, not a doctorate, Ms. Rashmi Aisha, Dr. Rajan, Prakash, Madavan, entire KCC team. I'm not going to, John Sebastian is here, the chief physicist here. So all of them, entire family, for the excellent services they have given. And in fact, I don't want to say this, but our performance in cancer center is, really good. And the incidence of cancer highest in India is in Kerala and Mizoram. And so there is no wonder that there are more cancer centers coming up in Kerala. And mostly I see that more of them are growing up in the north of Kerala. And the one another thing we were always debating among us when we meet for all the meetings is that can it stand alone, and or should it stand alone? And even RCC is an example, standing alone and doing very well. But that's a government center, and they need a lot of specialities which need help. And in fact, some of the specialties like Praveen from nephrology, Satish, they all extend the help surgery. So I think one of the success of our cancer center is that the multi-speciality hospital, setup we have, with the main building and the main thing which is here is tremendous. And I feel that that is the main reason. So I want to thank non-cancer, people who are here, the surgery, Shaji is here, the cardiothoracic surgeon, Sumitran is here. So I think, that is the most important part. So we will continue that debate whether it can stand alone or it should be. So the stupendous support by the clinical specialties. I want to thank all of you, all the faculty. And finally, that's enough. I said I took enough time. And, I want to thank all of you who came here and your esteemed presence and made the occasion very, very, very blessed and blissful. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. M. I. Sahadullah, for your inspiring address. We look forward to your continued leadership to take Cancer Center activities to greater heights.
One of the main pillars of KIMSHEALTH Cancer Center, right from its inception and taking it to the present level as the most comprehensive cancer center, is a head of radiation oncology, Dr. Prakash Madavan. He carries a legacy of 4 decades in radiation oncology. We take today's memorable occasion to honor him for his meritorious service. I invite Dr. John Sebastian, consultant in radiation oncology, to read out the citation in honor of Dr. Prakash Madavan.
His Excellency, Honorable Governor of Kerala, Shri Arif Mohammed Khan, sir, dignitaries on the dais, off the dais. In 2009, a pioneering spirit ignited a revolution in cancer care. Dr. Prakash Madhavan, a visionary professor at RCC, dared to dream big. He shared his bold idea with the chairman of KIMSHEALTH, and the two great minds converged, birthing a groundbreaking collaboration. This historic convergence spawned the first comprehensive cancer hospital in private sector in Trivandrum, a beacon of hope for countless lives. We procured the Clinac IX machine, delivering the first rapid art treatment in Kerala. The KIMSHEALTH Cancer Center burst forth, flourishing under Dr. Prakash Madhavan's stewardship. Over the years, renowned medical, surgical, and hemato-oncologists joined forces, forming an unstoppable team. Together, they have elevated the department to unparalleled heights, earning national acclaim and international recognition. Today is yet another day of rejoice, the crowning of the TrueBeam STX 3.0, a technological marvel ushering in a new era of precision cancer care. Dr. Prakash Madhavan, affectionately known as the godfather of KIMS Cancer Center, KCCയുടെ കാരണവർ, embodies unwavering dedication, unrelenting passion, and innovative leadership. Sir, your legacy inspires generations. You are a shining testament to expertise, education, and compassion, a beacon illuminating the path for cancer care, a symbol of hope, healing, and transforming lives. Sir, the KIMSHEALTH family salutes your remarkable achievements, inspiring leadership, continuing commitment and transforming the landscape of oncology. Thank you, sir. We invite you to the stage.
And I request to receive a conclusion from the Hon'ble Governor. Thank you, Dr. Prakash Madavan and Dr. John Sebastian.
Ladies and gentlemen, the highlight of today's event is here. We are deeply honored to have with us the Honorable Governor of Kerala, Shri Arif Mohammed Khan, for today's function. With great respect, I invite the Honorable Governor of Kerala, Shri Arif Mohammed Khan, respected scholar and statesman, renowned for his dedication to public service and nation building, to deliver the inaugural address.
Dr. M.I. Sadullah Sahab, Chairman and MD KIMS, Dr. Sanjay Behari ji, Director, Shri Chitra, Tirunal Medical Institute, Dr. Prakash Madavan, Shri Ganesh Mani, Senior MD Blackstone, Ms. Rashmi Aisha, Shri Varun Khanna, Shri T.P. Srinivasan, Shri Najib Saab, Shri Vijay Raghavanji, Raghu Chandran Nayarji. There are so many. It is such an august audience consisting of leading doctors and people from other professions. And it's a privilege to have the opportunity to talk to you. And I'm absolutely delighted to inaugurate the TrueBeam Linear Accelerator facility here at the KIMSHEALTH Cancer Center, which has been offering its services since 2010. First, I would like to congratulate Dr. M.I. Sadullah and his team on acquiring this facility, an initiative which has made the hospital the second in India to have this advanced equipment. And I was pleasantly surprised to know that both the machines, this state-of-art equipment, is in Kerala. So we can be proud of that. I am informed that the TrueBeam Linear Accelerator at KIMS, which is it offers the most globally upgraded surface-guided radiotherapy technique. Now, for somebody like me, as far as the medical science is concerned, I'm a layman. So I have no option but to read out the prepared script. But listening to Dr. Sanjay Behari and Dr. Sadullah, it was highly instructive and enlightening. And it is a great opportunity to be here because I have personally benefited so much from what they spoke about. And we also have Mr. Ganesh Mani here, who gave out the secret of success of his company. So in that sense, we all have benefited. Undoubtedly, it is a significant step forward in the journey to provide world-class cancer care not only in this hospital, but in the whole state, where other healthcare providers may follow the suit soon. The facility with state-of-art technology symbolizes our unwavering commitment to fighting cancer with precision, innovation, and compassion. And I was so happy when Dr. M.I. Sadullah assured us that all this technology is fine, but one thing which will remain uppermost in the mind of the KIMSHEALTH family is the human touch, where you deal with your patients with compassion, empathy, and you are ready to spend quality time with your patients and listen to their problems, because that itself works as a, sometimes it works even more than what medicine secure. Today, the global agencies put the annual global economic cost of cancer at around 1.6 trillion US dollars. That nearly 70% of cancer deaths occur in economically less developed countries, causing severe impairment on their economic stability, demands world's attention and action. Recently, we observed World Cancer Awareness Day on 7th November 2024, which was also the birth anniversary of Nobel laureate Marie Curie, whose discovery of radium and polonium have revolutionized diagnosis. India is the first country to officially organize National Cancer Awareness Day, indicates our concern regarding the rapid rise in cancer cases, which is largely due to lifestyle changes, tobacco use, poor dietary habits, and inadequate physical activity. Approximately 8 lakh new cases are expected each year, accounting for, and with tobacco-related cancers, accounting for 35 to 50% of all cancers in men and 17% in women. Considering this, the Union government had announced the exemption from customs duty of 3 critical cancer medicines used to treat breast, lung, and you call it biliary tract cancers, making treatment more affordable and accessible to patients. Such initiatives also aim to ease the financial burden on cancer patients, making cutting-edge treatment more accessible to the Indian population. Unfortunately, Kerala, known for its high literacy and robust healthcare infrastructure, also witnesses a significant burden of cancer. Kerala has one of the highest incidence of cancer in India, with nearly 135 cases per 100,000 people annually. While these numbers are disturbing, Kerala has also been at the forefront of cancer care in India, with higher rate of early diagnosis thanks to our vigilant healthcare system, which has skilled medical professionals, advanced diagnostic facilities, and a clear emphasis on accessibility for all. We could say that addition of the TrueBeam linear accelerator, which represents the pinnacle of modern radiotherapy, marks a milestone enhancing the ability of KIMSHEALTH in treating cancer with greater precision and reduced side effects. I am told that at present, KIMSHEALTH Cancer Center sees around 2,000 new patients per year, out of which over 75% would require radiation treatment, which can cure many cancers. The ability of TrueBeam linear accelerator to deliver highly targeted treatment even to tumors in motion while sparing healthy tissues brings new hope to patients and their families. I am told that the machine allows the patients to receive a more comfortable experience with less time on treatment couch, as well as minimal damage to nearby healthy tissues and critical organs. For us, this means shorter treatment durations, fewer side effects, and better outcomes, which contribute to Kerala's vision of becoming a hub for advanced and affordable healthcare in India. Incidentally, India now ranks third after China and the United States of America in the incidence of cancer, and our attention is well focused on tackling the issue not just in India, but in our neighborhood too. Our emphasis on the spirit of one nation, one health has been strengthened by our philosophy of one earth, one family, one future, and our faith that disease anywhere is a threat to health everywhere. In tune with this, India has contributed to the Cancer Moonshot Initiative by providing a grant of 7.5 million US dollars for cancer screening, testing, and diagnostics in the Indo-Pacific region. As we advance technologically, it is vital to remember that cancer treatment is not just about machines, drugs, or protocols, it is about people. Globally, cancer care has shifted towards a more compassionate approach, which places the patient at the center of care, addressing emotional and psychological needs and upholding the patient's dignity at every stage. Compassionate care involves treating not just the disease, but also alleviating the pain, fear, and uncertainty that comes with it. This ethos aligns deeply with our cultural values and is integral to creating a healing environment. here, as I said earlier, I'm no expert of this subject. I'm myself fascinated what I have seen here while inaugurating that machine. And then, as I said, I have been enlightened. Whatever I heard here is highly instructive. But in conclusion, I may add that the Indian culture, the ideals and the values, they oblige us to look at every other person as extension of our own selves. So we are all spiritually interlinked. It is not possible, and some Western scholar has said that I am a human being. Nothing human is alien to me. But the Indian tradition tells us, and I would like to quote this beautiful verse from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, which says that all of us human beings, all of us work very hard, we strive, we put our heart and soul together to achieve our desired objects. Sakta karmani avidvasa yatha kurvanti bharata. We do everything, but we want to achieve our desired goals and objectives. But the difference, but people belong to two classes. Those who do strive and they are motivated by their own selfish considerations. They want to personally achieve something. And the other class of people, it says that kuryat vidwan tatha asakta chikir shuloka sangraham. But those who have knowledge of what? Knowledge which comes from that famous declaration, know thyself. That knowledge, who realize that nothing human is alien to them. These people who have the knowledge, they also work very hard. They strive. But they are not motivated or inspired by selfish considerations. They are motivated by chikirshu, that is desiring, loka sangraham, that is good of the mankind, good of the people. So, as human beings, working hard comes to us naturally. We want to desire something. We want to achieve something which we desire. But motivation, when it is only for selfish reasons, then the attitude is different. But when it is to ensure public good, good of every person, then the scenario becomes different. Then this scenario fills you with feelings of compassion and empathy for everybody. Therefore, I'm very assured by the words of Dr. M.I. Sadullah, what he has said, that human touch must be there. And I extend my best wishes to Dr. Sadullah's team, and I hope that they would lead Kerala towards a brighter and healthier tomorrow. Loka samasta sukhino bhavanti, valre nanni, Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful inaugural address, for your continued leadership and dedication to the betterment of our state and our nation. We would now kindly request the Honorable Governor to receive a token of love, which is being presented to you by Mr. Varun Khanna, Group Managing Director, Quality Care India Limited, as a mark of our respect and goodwill.
Thank you, Mr. Varun Khanna. As we conclude this momentous occasion, I request.
1 second, with the permission of Honorable Governor, may I invite Ambassador T.P. Srinivasan to present his book to Honorable Governor.
Thank you, sir. As we conclude this momentous occasion, I request everyone to rise for national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे